Hey, my name's Holly Lamors. I am a British handball player who competed at the London 2012 Olympic Games. Psychology plays a massive part in any kind of performance because you have to be mentally tough to get through hard games, and especially in a minority sport such as handball, you're up against it with financial issues and training's hard, a lot of other problems with, I've changed places I've lived about 1,000 times, so I think you have to be mentally tough to be part of a sport, especially a sport like handball, and especially a contact sport as well when you're getting pushed around quite a lot. It plays a big part. If you don't have any confidence when you're playing on a handball court, you're not going to try things, you're going to back out of chances, back out of shots, I think. And there's also having too much confidence as well, where you might try too many things, you might go in with the wrong frame of mind. So I think having a good balance of confidence is quite important. Confidence is massively important in sport. The Olympic Village was just surreal. It was so many things going on at once, lots of excitement, lots of famous people walking around, lots of things to do, but also having that focus and being part of a major competition and something that you've worked so hard and so long for. So there's lots of mixed emotions, lots of different things going on at different times, and also being on quite a tight schedule as well. Everything's sort of planned out for you, and there's just a lot of distractions, lots and lots of distractions. I normally get myself in the zone by just having a bit of peace and quiet, maybe putting on my iPod, listening to a bit of music, watching a few clips of a handball game, some good clips just to give you a bit of a confidence boost. Just trying to keep as calm and cool as possible, and not to get too nervous and too worked up about it, and just sort of take it easy, really. It's nerve-wracking, very nerve-wracking, but and when you do walk in there you think, wow, unbelievable, so many people, lots of noise, but as soon as you're playing you don't really see all that, because you just see what's happening on the court, and everything that's going on around you sort of just, it's like it doesn't exist. You can hear it, but it didn't really notice it was there during the game. But obviously before the game, when you're walking in there and you're taking in the atmosphere and looking at your surroundings, you do see it all, and it does take your breath away. But as soon as the game starts and you're sort of involved in the game, you don't really think about it too much. Handball's a team sport, and you just said it there. It's massively important. You can't. Nothing would function if you didn't work well as a team. It'd be really, really difficult. In handball, we do a lot of set plays and all those things. Everybody plays a role in those set plays, and if no one's doing their job correctly, or they're too bothered about their own performances, and then it won't work. And it's not just on the court, it's off the court. Different people, you've got 14 different girls who are going through different things, with different emotions, who deal with things in different ways, and you have to work together as a team to pick those people up and to make sure that you're sort of on the same wavelength going into a match. If you've got one or two who are having an off day, it's really hard to make sure that the rest of the team are doing all right. I think that I've just found a sport that I'm passionate about, and that I'd do anything for. I really, really love the sport. I really, really love handball. I really get a kick out of it, and the love of the sport's just took me this far on its own. Just give my best. I've just given my best in everything that I've done, and it's paid off for me. And it doesn't always pay off for people, but I'm just quite lucky that it has actually paid off for me in the end. focus is a big one, and you know you've got to leave everything behind when you get onto that court. Even when you're at training, you have to train as you play as you train. I think you have to leave everything at home, whatever it is you're thinking about, and really focus on the task at hand. I think, like you say, confidence as well, that's quite important. Not having too much, not having too less. I think commitment and that willpower, I think the will to do it, passion's a word that I use. Like, I'm really passionate about the sport, and that's just helped me in itself. And you know, only do something if you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, you shouldn't be there. And don't bother turning up if you're not going to give your best. I think I don't have any regrets, because I know that I've given everything, and that I couldn't have asked for any more from myself, so I don't really regret anything that I've done. I think if you can turn around and ask yourself that question, and ask yourself if you've got any regrets. If you haven't, then you know, hopefully you've given your best and you've done all right.